If you're a fan of hot rods, you know this car. Summit Racing Equipment's world-famous Quadradeuce. A 596 horsepower, streetable, all-wheel drive 32 Ford. First built in 1995 as the brainchild of Mark Stilo, it was Mark's vision for what the ultimate autocross and road race car could be, with classic styling to match its performance. In 2000, the Deuce was reimagined and redone by legendary builder Troy Trepagna and his team at Rad Rides by Troy. The car's components read like a who's who of the performance industry. The engine was built by the late, great John Lingenfelter himself. An all-aluminum 400 small block Chevy block, bored out to 406 cubic inches, provides 594 horsepower, 450 foot-pounds of torque. The engine features 18-degree bow tie heads and a matching bow tie intake, modified to accept the DFI electronic fuel injection featuring 35 pound-per-hour Bosch fuel injectors. A comp cam's 294 duration, solid roller camshaft moves an all-Jessel valve train. The ignition is handled by an MSD billet distributor and an MSD blaster coil. Up front, a custom Griffin radiator helps keep the engine cool with a 15-inch electric fan and a custom aluminum shroud hand-built by Rad Rides themselves. The exhaust feeds through handmade headers with 2-inch primaries that lead back to a one-off dual exhaust that merges into the Quadradeuce's signature single exhaust outlet. Transferring all that horsepower to the ground is the job of the Quadradeuce's revolutionary drivetrain. The all-wheel drive is made possible by utilizing the transfer case from a GMC Cyclone. The Rossler-built 700 R4 transmission handles the shifting, and custom-made axles from the drive shaft shop put the power to the ground. The front end features a narrowed, IndyCar-style pushrod activated QA1 fully adjustable suspension. Out back, the Quadradeuce sports a chrome 4-link and rides on a fully adjustable QA1 coilover shock setup. The chassis began as a hardwood frame that was stretched to 115-inch wheelbase to better accommodate the car's unique drivetrain. There, the car was heavily modified to create a new look. The handmade hood, side panels, along with a custom detachable roof give the car its striking profile. Troy added the 18-inch front and 20-inch back custom-made billet specialty wheels before coating the whole car in its distinctive PPG paint combination. The interior is entirely custom-made. The handmade fiberglass dash houses Autometer carbon fiber gauges and a Kenwood stereo. A billet specialties tilt column and a color-matched steering wheel make getting in and out of the car easier. The custom-made bench seat is finished in oatmeal-colored leather, while the remainder is finished in matching wool carpets. While beautiful to look at, make no mistake about it, this car can run. When first tested by Car and Driver magazine, the Quadradeuce posted a 0 to 60 time of 3.2 seconds. That is the same as a McLaren F1. The modifications made to the body give extra room, and drivers that are over 6 foot can ride in comfort. How often does an opportunity come along to own a car created and built by legends in the industry like Mark Stilo, Troy Trepagna, John Lingenfelter, and of course, Summit Racing Equipment.
This has to be one of my more favorite cars to drive, simply because it was built to drive. This car was way ahead of its time back when it was built in the 90s. Kind of forget the fact that you're riding in an awesome hot rod. This thing cruises the highway as well as any new Corvette. Very tight, very nimble. One of the other things that makes this car very impressive, we just came off the highway at highway speed, 70, 75 miles an hour. Been driving some back roads around, doing a little bit of cruising for the last half hour. You get a shot of the temperature gauge there, it's still only about 180 degrees. Very impressive for 406 cubic inch, 600 horsepower Lingenfelter motor.
I grew up with these. I hauled on to grow up with a couple guys around the neighborhood built these things.
Awesome. Very cool.
This is nice.
Thank you.